So I want to introduce the one and only, the CEO and co-founder of GoHighLevel, the man who changed my life about 2 years ago after I watched a YouTube video about the different opportunity high-level provides. Today, my business called Pivot is a white label version of high-level. Please welcome Mr. Sean Cllark.
Hey, everybody. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
I want to ask you what the first question that I want to ask is really what the value that make you come and see people like me that I have like 60 followers on YouTube. I try my best to be great, but really, it's very important for me because it's telling me a lot about your values as a company and you as a person. I watch a lot of videos on you and I see your character, so it's very interesting for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to judge people based on the number of followers they have today, because who knows where they might be tomorrow, right? So it just seems like a better way to go by not doing that. So I'm just excited to talk to anybody, and anybody who wants to talk to me, I'll talk to them.
Okay, amazing. So, Sean, tell me please, what is GoHighLevel mean to you?
You know, it really, to me, is about helping people, kind of democratizing access to a software platform that has a lot of powerful capabilities and allows people to take that and really build a business on top of it. So, you know, in the past, I feel like, or with other platforms, they're very much about owning all of the parts of the stack. So they want to own the software, they want to own the sales, they want to own the marketing, they want to own all of that. And if you want to build a business on top of it, they're not really excited or interested in you doing that. We're sort of an opposite perspective. We want people to come in and actually do the marketing, do the sales, and build a business on top of it and create revenue. So for me, we're really about trying to help enable other people to do that.
This is amazing because this is what you've done for me. As I said, my business is Pivot. This is what I make money of it. So it's amazing that you've done it for me, and I'm a little business. You make it for millions of other people. So it's just amazing. So I am, as you know, I'm from Israel, and there is a very important question that I think my community will be very happy if you can answer. So the first question is about...
אני עוצר את הסרטון בדיוק ל8 שניות כדי לבקש מכם בקשה קטנה. אם אתם אוהבים את הסרטון והתחברתם למה שאני נותן, והתחברתם לערכים, והתחברתם לכל הדברים שאני עושה פה, אני אשמח שתעשו לייק, תגיבו, תשתפו, תעקבו אחריי, זה מאוד יעזור לי לחשיפה. אני מקווה שאתם רואים שאני נותן את הלב בסרטונים, אני משקיע הרבה מאוד שעות בשביל לייצר ערך אמיתי שיוכל לעזור לכם בעתיד עם מערכת high-level. אז תודה מראש ותהנו בהמשך הסרטון.
The first question is about there is an update or timelines regarding to the RTL support or the RTL teams.
Yes.
I think it's very important. Yes.
We are going, I would say translation is one of our biggest initiatives right now. There's a woman on my team, her name is Pooja. She's a product manager. She runs all of our translations, so she'll know exact timelines, but RTL is a big deal for us because there's a lot of languages that are RTL. So I would say probably Q2 if I had to guess.
Okay, thank you. And the second question that is related to RTL, but in a different way, it's about Hebrew language. If you can know about timeline about the Hebrew language as a main high-level himself on the translated on the system.
I don't know anything about Hebrew, and but is it right to left?
It's right to left, yes.
Okay, cool. So it'll happen in Q2 then, because the problem right now is not the translations. We can do translations like almost overnight now.
Really?
But the RTL is a specific beast. So once we tackle RTL, Hebrew will come with it.
So Hebrew, it's like RTL in the same category.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's sort of like the RTL is a gating situation. So if it was not RTL, I could put another language in the app like this week, because we have a cool translation service now where we basically say, hey, you know, do German or French or whatever. And they can literally overnight run the algorithm, do it, and then we can literally transfer it into the app. It's a very seamless process. But the RTL piece it makes the interface more difficult, as you might imagine, as you probably know. But once we tackle that, then Hebrew, I think Arabic is in there. I think Japanese might be in there. My knowledge of RTL is low, but all of those will come right with that change.
It's just amazing. I think RTL is something that, if you ask me before the meeting, I think RTL is something that you work on it very hard. And I think when I tell you Hebrew, you tell me, okay, maybe in the next 2 years we maybe do it.
No. It'll happen. It'll happen this year for sure. But I think more likely it'll happen in the second quarter of this year.
Okay, and the calling in Hebrew, it's something that you think it's in the near future?
Oh, good question. I don't know why that wouldn't be. I'll have to check on though. I don't know that off the back of my hand.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. I have most of my people, I told you that I opened the YouTube channel like 3-4 months ago. I have Sean, I have 58 followers. You can believe it. So
hey, that's awesome, man.
So most of my followers, or the people that I work with on a high level as a SaaS entrepreneurs, they are really beginning in the high level. And
yes.
So you can share maybe a little tips for your experience on how they can success in this field and maybe even in their first clients.
100%. So the number one thing that people tend to do is overcomplicate things.
Yes.
So, HighLevel might have 100 features. Just because we have 100 features doesn't mean you need 100 features. So the most important thing to do is pick one feature or 2 features that you can go out and sell initially. And these are things like putting a chat widget on a website that can turn traffic coming to a website into leads. This is inbound voice AI that can capture missed phone calls, really simple stuff. Reputation management that can help get more positive 5-star reviews for businesses. So really start simple with the features. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is start local. Most people think that they need to go out and conquer the world. And I think that that's a big mistake, because if you can't help local business owners where you have a connection, commonality, time zone, you name it, like food in common, weather in common, all kinds of things in common. If you can't help someone local where you can create a very visceral physical connection, fundamentally you're not going to help somebody on the other side of the world, right? So start with a very small feature set and walk out your front door and go help local businesses in your area. Do that and you'll be incredibly successful. Don't do that and it's going to be very, very tough to go uphill, because you're going to try to do things that are well beyond what you're kind of ready for. And you're going to make no sales for a very long time and you're going to get discouraged. But if you walk out your front door and you connect with business owners or other business owners in your community, you're way more likely to be successful.
Yes, I can tell my story, and I tell it a lot of people. I think one of the biggest problem when you start with high level, it's high level give you an umbrella of a lot of things. And you can start and you can finish in 1 year ago after you know all the systems. So when I start, I like every day in the every day 3-4 months study every day. And what I try to tell to people that start 1 month, 3 weeks study the main things that you need to do. When you finish it, go and bring clients. Your clients teach you things. Your clients ask you for things, and then you can learn about this. From this, you can learn a lot of things.
I agree, 100%.
And the next question is, what is the best niche that you think that our SaaS entrepreneurs need to?
Oh man, this is so easy.
Yes.
The local niche, your local businesses out your front door. Do not niche out. Niching is stupid.
Okay, so don't niche. Go.
No, please don't.
Okay,
please don't. It sounds lovely. I get it. I know why people pitch this stuff. But the reality is that I will tell you, before HighLevel ever existed, like when we first got started, I was talking to digital marketing agencies. These are people doing SEO and PPC and websites and this and that. The guys who niched had the worst churn on planet Earth. And the guys who didn't niche, the guys who were like, I live in, San Francisco, California, And I am not niched and I know nothing about anything. I just do PPC and websites for anybody and their mother. Those people have the lowest churn of all time. Now, why is that? Okay, that's the most important question. Why is that? And the answer is actually quite simple. Because we are not logical beings. We are emotional creatures. We like to tell ourselves we're logical, but that's just not the case. Ultimately, if you're a local business, you're a dentist or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, you already serve your local community. You have this incredible connection, right? All your customers walking in off the street, they're not flying in from foreign lands. They're walking in and they live right in your neighborhood. So you're just designed, you're set up to think and feel and be local. So when you have some person cold email you or cold call you, you're like, get out of my face, man, get lost. But when you have a person come in who's also local, selling you the same type of service or product that you're looking for, fundamentally, you're more inclined to purchase. And so that is why this happens. You create this connection that's emotional in nature. And just think about it, right? Like, I think this works for all of us. Like, your car breaks down. If your car breaks down and you have to drive it, many miles away to get any kind of service, you're like, maybe I love this car. It's the greatest car ever, but boy, is that a pain in the butt. But, if you've got some local dealership you can take it to and you feel like they'll help you, oh man, doesn't that feel so much better, right? That is what you get when you sell local. So please, while the niching sounds lovely, it is, in my opinion, it is a waste of your time. So the best niche is local all day long.
Yes, but you're right. I think you're right. My business is very, very wide from niche point of view. I have a customer from this area and this area, but what about if I want to go only to barbers or only to cosmetics or only to...
You can. It's just harder. So unless you have an audience of barbers, you have a Facebook group of barbers, you're known in the barber world, well, then by all means, go for it, because you're already an authority. But if you're telling me, no, hey, I'm just this guy, I'm starting on day one, I don't know anybody, I don't have a Facebook group, I haven't been creating content for barbers for 10 years, you are asking to fail. Because think about what you're saying. You're saying, I need to create a connection, because what is sales, right? Sales is, I need to know, like, and trust you. So you're going to have to create a connection where someone knows, likes, and trusts you to a very wide audience at a distance. That is a very hard thing to do, right?
You're right about...
Versus if you walk into your local barber, fundamentally, you're going to create a much faster connection. Now, if you're just intent on barbers because you love barbers, well, so that at least you understand those types of businesses. Because the other thing you got to realize is that the language of the barber, the way that they talk, things that they are interested in, those things vary, right? And until you know those things, the first time you talk to a barber, especially at a distance, man, if you don't know their language, if you don't understand their troubles, if you don't understand the way they view their business, you're going to have a very hard time making that connection, especially at a distance. So even if you wanted to do a niche, which let me be very clear, I disagree with, you should at least start with that niche locally, because you're going to learn a lot more and create a lot more connections and get a lot more success faster.
Amazing. I think you're absolutely right. I think if I can continue what you said, I think if you are a SaaS entrepreneur that don't come from some niche and you don't professionally this niche, go wide. But there is some person that come...
Not just wide, local.
Local. In Israel, you need to understand Israel, it's like San Francisco. This is the side of Israel.
That's freaking fantastic. That's even easier. That's a better place to be, man.
Yes, we are not.
I say that's a good advantage, because it's funny because as much as I like to talk about our success, I can think of other people too. There is a company in Lehi, Utah called Podium. And I have a video on YouTube of the CEO talking about when he started, he was on the BYU campus and he walked to every business within walking distance of the BYU campus to start that business. That business is over $100 million today, and they have less features than we do. So this is not a crazy thing. This is something that has been done many times over by many people. I just think it is hard to imagine. And it's more exciting to think, oh yeah, I'm going to niche out and I'm going to use Google Ads and I'm going to rule the world.
Yes.
No way. Local.
Yes, you're right. Thank you about this. This is something that a lot of things otherwise. They think, okay, I niche out, I do like this. people see, okay, this is a niche person that makes system like this. I go to him, and what you say, I think this is the right way.
Exactly.
So the next question is about the features. I want to ask you what a specific feature of HighLevel are you most proud of?
Well, probably the one the one I'm most proud of is the one that makes the biggest difference. So all the way back to when we first got started, if you look at most businesses, and you say, hey, do you need more leads? They'll say, oh, absolutely, I need more leads. So then you say, well, okay, let's just say a lead comes in right now and it's midnight. Are you going to get back to them in 30 seconds or less? Oh, well, no, because, we're closed and this and that. Well, guess what? Nobody cares, because the person who just registered, they're up. They're ready to be served. Yes. You better be there. And so the feature that does that is the feature that I love the most. So the lead coming in, that's capture, right? But in order to sell the lead, you need to nurture that lead, and the automated nurture flow. And for me, that's really simple. It's, hey, I have an offer. I'm a local business. I'm a plumber, a lawyer, doctor, dentist, whatever. You register, boom, text message comes out to me in 30 seconds or less and says, hey, thanks a lot for registering. We'd love to get you booked for an estimated appointment, this or that, whatever you call it. Is now a good time to get you booked? That right there still makes more money for any business, anytime, anywhere, than any other feature, because every business you communicate with does not have that in place in most cases. Now, AI has come along subsequently and made that even cooler, but that simple act of being able to be responsive to a customer 24/7, 365, 2 a.m. on any given morning, that is so powerful for every small business, and every business really, but every small business out there.
It's like the 5 minutes rule. When someone want to buy, this 5 minutes is hot.
Bingo.
Now.
That is the 5-minute rule. That is exactly what it is.
Yes.
And if you don't get to them within 5 minutes or less, you're going to lose that sale. Period.
Yes. So HighLevel give a lot of opportunity to do it with bots. Like if someone answer me, I can really schedule a meeting with him right away. Everyone know about bots, and what I'm afraid, it's not going to be very, very quality to make this conversation with the client. But now it's even in Hebrew, it's in a very high level. It's in a very high level of conversation with the client until he set a meeting with you. So this is amazing. One of my favorite, it's when someone leave a lead on Facebook or WordPress, whatever, HighLevel make a phone call to you, and when you press one, it's make a phone call to the client right away. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yes, that is amazing. Yeah, because we all know that's again getting back to people very quickly, and it's funny because again, this is back to this whole difference of being emotional versus logical. If you really sit down and think about the last time you hired someone to do something for you, you'd like to say, well, I really researched them a lot, and I know very, very specifically how good of a job they do or this. But the reality is, most of us are hiring people because we don't know how to do the thing that we're hiring them to do. So we really aren't in a good place to judge whether or not they're any good at it. The best we've got is, what are the ways we can sort of figure this out? Like, well, reviews and this is where reputation management is really important. So but these days, some businesses are pretty smart. So reviews don't get us to one business. Reviews get us to 5, 10, 20 businesses. So we kind of pick one, right? And then right there, what makes or breaks the sale is speed, right? Speed to lead. Does that business get back to me as a consumer quickly? Because the first person that does, I'm telling you, they win the business every time. Because you think, well, gosh, if this person's so on it when it comes to responding to me, they must be really on it with everything else in their business. And it actually tends to be true. So fundamentally, that is where you can help businesses make the most money. That is the thing that most businesses need.
I think in the fast world of our life today, our attention is go away very quick. I see a video, okay, I want it, but now I see this video, okay, I want this, okay, I want this. All the time you are going like this all the time. So
that's right.
If you are quick enough, you are close the deal quick enough because you saw it, it's hurt him, you want it now, we want to make this now, call him now, make this right away.
100%.
Make this right away. So What new feature or developer are you most excited about in the near future?
Well, I mean, definitely all the AI stuff. So the inbound voice AI right now to me is very cool. Mostly
Amazing.
because it keeps when people call, it gives that business opportunity. The owner gets the opportunity to answer the phone, but if they don't, it automatically rolls over and voice AI can take over. And voice AI is quality enough now that it can actually handle the call. So I think that's awesome. So that is very exciting. I'm also really excited as we are focused right now a lot on just leveling up the whole platform. So better UI, better UX. And as unexciting as it is to talk about, I think the real impacts are huge when I see it on the day-to-day customer. Later this year, we'll start into more things like project management. We'll start into more things like business management. So think about like time clock systems and that kind of thing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So more business operations, right? So we'll move more into that, and I think that'll be very exciting in the back half of the year. But this first half of the year, it's about translations. It's about making sure that we are being able to go international with payments. We just had our first international event ever in Dubai, and it was really cool because it was a great opportunity to meet customers that we already had out in the world. We're going to do one in London. We're going to do one in Australia. So continuing to make sure that we're pushing out into the rest of the world and being able to meet them where they stand, local language, local payments providers, just so that they can, the same model that works beautifully in the US can work everywhere else in the same way that those people would expect it to work. So for me, those are super exciting things because it gives us an opportunity to bring our model out to things, to people like you and to countries like Israel, where, where I think we'll do just as well there as we do in the US. We just have to make sure, we get the language right and the payments right.
Amazing. We are a little like a group of high-level entrepreneurs here. So
that's so cool.
We make like an application on the app marketplace of API with payment, Israel payments. So we connect all the automation.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah,
so if you want, I can
open payments API.
If you want, I can send it to you. If you want, I can send it to you, Sean.
Oh, please do.
I can send it. I'm just joking. So another question I hear about the TikTok message. You have the Instagram message and then
it's coming.
It's amazing. You have a deadline about this when it's going to
I don't, but remember, I am not the best person to ask about these anymore. What you should really tell people to be doing is going to GoHighLevel.com/product-events, right? Because what do we have? We have real-time town halls with each product management team. They get on, they'll show you their current roadmap, their future roadmap, and they know all their own timelines, so they can tell you. But TikTok messaging, what I do know about it is that it was a pain in the neck initially because it was all beta and this and that, and you had to get special permission and yada yada. So it took a minute to get that all figured out, but we've got that figured out. I know the team is working on it. So now the question is just what is the timeline, and that is exactly what they can tell you on their call.
Okay, amazing. This is I know many had done it, so this is opening the door for
I know,
and stuff like this.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yes.
But very soon. I think it's this quarter, so that I can say.
It's amazing. I think the most people ask for me because in Israel the organic message is very strong. So people send a lot of message so that I can make a message to a phone call to a opportunity. This is amazing. So if I can do it from TikTok, it's like amazing. And I think one of my last questions before I let you go, I don't want to do it. I have a very nice time to speak with you. You have some secrets that you can share with us, something exclusive. You can tell me that only my YouTubers can know about
I know. I would love to do that. I'm trying to think. We try to, it's just I think that this always is such a letdown for people because, we try to get information out as fast as we can. In fact, we like to tell people when we don't even know things, right? Like, hey, we don't know. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's really important to us we don't really see ourselves as the secret keepers, right? Like we see ourselves as almost like I get the secrets from you, right? So our customers really drive our business. I mean, if you look at our ideas list, if you look at where people can go put on what they want us to build and vote it up, we actually use that list to decide what we're gonna build next. I mean, we really see ourselves in service of our customers, and the reason why is because our customers are the ones, like you said just now. Well, hey, here in Israel, organic messaging is a big deal. Well, guess what? I just learned something on this call that I get to take back to my team and say, hey, where are we at on the TikTok messaging? Because I know in Israel, that's a big deal. And my bet is if it's big in Israel, it's big in other places. So we really learn a lot from our customers, and we use that information to decide what to build. So we tend to be in the business of getting the secrets from you, less about having the secrets ourselves, right? So that's just, I think, what makes us a little bit different as a company.
Okay, and my last question for you, I think you almost answered all my questions. So, but for those who are still unfamiliar with GoHighLevel, why in your opinion should they give it a try?
Well, I mean, I think that, I think software, to be fair, software is just a bunch of tools, right? So, and there's a lot of places you could buy these things. And I can talk about how we have all these different features, and I think we have more features than other people all in one spot. I think we have a great price, this and that, which is all true. But I think the most important thing is we actually want people to make money using our software, which is radically different than any of our competitors. Our competitors, if you call them today and say, hi, I'm interested to know how to make money with your software, they're going to look at you like you're nuts. Versus us, we're like, no problem. We've got the 5-day challenge we could send you to that teaches you that. We've got courses. We can talk to you about white labeling. We can talk to you about reselling. We can talk to you about all those things, because for us, it's super, super, super important that when you buy our software, that you actually make way more money using it than you pay us. And if you don't, there's something wrong. We actually see that as a problem. We track that as an internal KPI.
Exactly.
And we care a lot about your success. So I guess for us, that's why I would say that, because we actually care about whether you make money, versus I think most of our competitors could care less. They just care that you keep paying the bill. They're not interested in whether
the white labeling thing is just amazing. Okay, just amazing. Yeah. The affiliate thing is just amazing. So all the things that we do, it's like share the profit, make profit. We make profit. This is
exactly, yes. There you go. There you go. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Yes, everybody wins. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, hold on. So I was gonna say, I don't know. I don't know if this will break the recording, so we'll find out.
No.
I don't know. Hopefully you'll get 2 of them. I have no idea.
No way.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find out.
No way.
I don't know. Well, no. Hopefully Zoom's smarter than that. I'll give credit to Zoom. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Sean, thanks a lot. It was an honor.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And I hope we do not need to do it again. I hope.
Yeah. Well, if we do, we do. It was a great conversation.
we do. I have your calendar.
Yes, exactly. See, that's all you need.
I really hope that it's going well and everything's going to be okay. Thank you, Sean.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, have a great evening, and thank you for taking your evening to talk to me.
Thank you. Bye-bye, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.